EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson rolling to his right. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Up the middle, it's Williams. Chris Jones on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 17. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point through the snowflakes. Something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Wilson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Wilson flush to his right. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On second down, Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
What are you doing?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. Not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, they'll run it here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Butker's kick here is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for KC. 61 yards.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
punching it in from a yard away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Wilson to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wilson will throw again.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got an open man in Schwartz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. Butker's kick here is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin.